how to strengthen your head voice. Well, this is true for both guys and girls, and everybody's voice type is different, and everybody's range is different, and everybody's approach to singing is very different. So, or whatever styles that they want to sing in. So, but it's critical to understand that there's a lot of, misconceptions floating around the internet that I would like to kind of bring home to roost here for a second, so I can share with you how I built my head voice, and I have a very, very powerful, strong head voice, and what it is that I did to grow that. And there may be other people that have different ways. I'm going to share with you my secrets, okay? The first thing is there's this misconception that everything has to be loud, big and loud, or all of a sudden it's about struggling and getting to this big, loud space. It's actually couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, when I first started to develop head voice, I started with really small spaces. In fact, we're going to do this together, you and me, and we're going to do small vowel sounds because that's the easiest way to get a nice bright timbre, that right ping. Remember, ping is king, that real bright sound. So we're going to start on an E vowel, and I want to discuss this as we go. Now, guys and girls, I'm going to stop kind of high. Guys, if you can get up this high, and if you can't, just join us when you can. I'm going to go down the food chain here. Ladies, you'll join me now, and you're going to join me all the way in the registration I'm about to do. Now, if I'm, there's most people have like a kind of a fluty hooty, this kind of real fluty hooty airy sort of space. Well, that's actually really detrimental for your vocal folds, and it'll dry them out very quickly, and you won't achieve this bright ping is king that we're looking for. So what we want to do is you want to close down the sound really bright into the front of the face, into the mask, and we want to go nice and bright. Now, as you get better at this, and as you can lean into the sound, and as you can create more resonance for the sound, you'll be able to go. But for our purposes here, I'm going to back way off on the sound. So, and then you can have derivations or percentages of, the light, depending on, with song you're singing, or, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, just depends on what you're looking to do. So join with me, but focus solely on how you can bring a bright timbral sound to this. So if you're really airy on the sound, maybe I'm up too high for you and you might want to start a little lower. So let's go to the next one. The brighter the better, and we don't need volume. By the way, again, dispelling the idea that volume is everything. Well, volume comes about not by force. It comes about by resonance. It comes about by doing this and growing the muscle correctly in a way where when it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, when you add a little more strength in the abdomen, you can actually kind of hit it in the abdomen a little bit, relax the chest, neck, and throat, and just relax into that space, and resonance takes over, and resonance does the work. You don't see me straining in the throat to do this, right? I'm rolling into the sound, and I'm hitting that cool God-given amphitheater of that vowel that I've created, that God created to give us the space in the sound. So. Now you can kind of toggle back and forth and go up a little higher or a little lower, but that sound, if you work it and work it and work it, you're going to notice that your head voice, or your falsetto, which is translated into head voice, becomes stronger and brighter and more powerful, and will match the sound of your chest voice so that you go, and you can go in and out of the passaggio and connect and fuse these together and have a percentage of chest-head mix, which is called mixed voice, where you can decide how much chest you want to put into the sound, how much head voice you want to put into the sound, and how much you want to mix this sound. So now we went on E because E is a nice bright timbral sound. It's really frontal, and it's got a lot of good space and brings a lot into the velar nasal port in the front of the face. But the next thing we can do is oo. Now oo is actually part of the A-O family of vowels. Now we talked about the family of vowels in one of our other sessions, and I don't have time to go into that now. But if we go to oo, we start out on O, because we can't sing ooh and get caught in the throat. We go oh, ooh really quickly, and we go ooh. Do it with me. Okay, now the lower we can bring down our head voice. Now we've talked about this before at first. We want to grow a nice, robust, powerful chest voice first to be able to buttress and sustain and hold up our head voice. So we've got to build the foundation first. I cover all of this in building chest voice. This is a secondary thing, a complement to that, where we come back now and build head voice as we're going to. By the way, I cover all of this in my singing course. You can check it out here. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, where literally I break all this stuff down for you guys, where it's step by step by step. I can train all of this stuff for you guys to help you build a robust, super powerful head voice. Like you can kill it, right? And you can then translate that on down into chest, and then any kind of variation or derivation or percentage thereof in mixed voice. All right, now, so we did E. Now we want to do ooh. We did E and ooh. We want to do ah, and ah is a little tricky because ah, you want to have the throat wide open, and because it's a bigger vowel, it's a little harder to manage up top. So we're gonna go. We're gonna be real kind of ginger on this sound. Now, remember, ping is king. Remember that really bright timbral sound. Remember that the doctor wants to see your tonsils. Remember the yawning sensation. Remember strength from the abdomen. Now ladies, if you want, you could start this even higher, but this is a pretty good mean average of where you should start. Guys, you could start up here too. If it's a little too high for you, you can kind of join in where you feel comfortable enough without strain to join us down, maybe around a D or a C or something like that to start to build that thing, the timbre, excuse me. Now, one other really important thing is that as we're building this, I start out real gentle. And if that's all you have, it's okay. That's how I started. And then little by little, you can lean into the sound a little bit more. Right? Now, we also discussed vowel modifications, and it's really important because it's not just ah, it's how that ah is supposed to feel in the throat. So I have a whole section in my singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, where I cover all of these vowel modifications and how to get to that placement in the throat to where you don't feel like you're kind of gagging on the vowel or you're choking or clamping down on the vowel, okay? All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this, and we got more coming your way. Until next time, peace out.